Hi there, Jem here, and I'm here to show you how to play and beat our newest pinball game, Total Nuclear Annihilation. Let's get down onto the play field, and you will notice the thing that takes up the most real estate here are these 9 reactors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are nuclear reactors which you have to destroy for some reason. There are 4 phases, and the first phase is to unlock the reactor. You'll notice right here there's a 3x3 grid with 3 targets corresponding to each column. When you start up the game, not all the lights on the grid will be lit up. You'll need to hit the corresponding targets with each column to light the whole grid up, and doing that will make you able to go to phase 2, which is starting up the reactor. Phase 2 is probably the simplest of all of them. All that you have to do in phase 2 to start up the reactor is just hit this scoop here. To help you out also, this start reactor light will be lit, so just hit it into that hole and the reactor will start up. Now we need to get into the reactor, because if you notice this upper playfield, this is the reactor. You have to physically get into it. To do that, you can take one of these 2 orbits right here marked by these triangles. Now, whichever triangle is lit is the one that you want to hit, because that's the one that will stop the ball up here and allow it to fall down into the reactor. If you hit one that isn't lit, then it will just go up and around and you won't get into the reactor. Here you'll see a little bit of a numerical readout. This shows you the current power level of the reactor. Obviously it starts at 0, but you want to hit all these targets in here, use this flipper, hit everything you can, and with every hit, that power level moves up, 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 and once you hit 100, you move to the final stage, which is destroy the reactor. Looking on this playfield, you'll notice there are many destroy targets. There are 2 here, there's 1 here, there's 1 here, and these 3 targets, RAD, can also be destroy targets as well. You're going to want to hit the ones that are flashing, and when you hit all of them, you'll blow up the reactor, get a huge deluge of points, and move on to the next one. Get through all 9 reactors, and the game is over because you have achieved total nuclear annihilation. The other main feature of this game is the multi-ball. Now, if you look right here, you'll see all these drop targets. Once the game starts, the first 2 targets will be down, and you will have a chance to be able to hit up into here to lock the balls. So like I said, the first 2 targets are down. Once you hit a ball up in here, this one springs up to lock that ball. That's your first ball locked. Then you need to hit another ball up here that will spring this one up, so you got 2 balls locked. Then finally, all you have to do is hit that final drop target to release all the balls. You'll have 3 balls on field, and multi-ball starts. Now, a couple cool things happen with multi-ball. First off, you get 10 seconds of free time to play with. You see this timer down here, your ball save timer? It'll start at 10 and tick down with every second that passes in multi-ball. This is a great chance for you to maybe go for some of your targets here on the grid. Because these are very dangerous shots to make, having that safety net can be really good if you're trying to get to blow up a reactor, or you can just go for the jackpot. And to get through the jackpot, you'll need to hit the drop targets again. Hit down 1 to get the standard jackpot, hit down another to get a super jackpot, then ultra jackpot, and if you manage to get it all the way back into the scoop there, well, that's a whole lot of points coming your way as well. Lots of things to do in multi-ball, a very key strategy, and one thing I should mention for those multiplayer types, if you see that another player has done all this hard work to get these 2 balls locked and then they drain down and it's your turn to go up, you'll notice that you could steal the multi-ball that they worked so hard to achieve. Just a little bit of devious strategy for you right there. Another thing to keep in mind is these SAVE lanes. If you go down them while the game's in motion, you'll light up these letters. Light up enough of them, and your ball save will be lit. You can change which lane is lit with the flippers, and if you go over the blinking white light, if your ball happens to go down the drain, your ball will be saved, and you'll get it right on back. So if you're dreading those dreaded out lanes, use your ball save, hit these lanes, and you too can be a pinball wizard. Looking right here, you see these 3 targets, R, A, D. If you finish these targets, you hit R, then A, then D, then you'll light the mystery award. It's in the same scoop that you hit to light the reactor. If you manage to make that mystery shot, it'll give you, could be points, could be an extra ball, could be an instant multi-ball, who knows, but they're all good rewards. So if you complete rad during your ball, try to get it in there and see what you get. Also to load up here are these 4 lights, C-O-R-E. Every time you roll over one of them, the corresponding letter will light. If you manage to complete core, then you will light the bonus multiplier for whatever bonus you have in each ball. As you hit more targets through each ball, your bonus will build up. So if you notice that you have a huge bonus coming your way, you might try to complete core to get even more points out of it. Wanting to unlock a reactor but don't want to do all that hard work of actually hitting the grid? Well, try to get the skill shot then. Before each ball starts, one of these lights will light up of C-O-R-E. If you manage to have just the right amount of power on your plunger, you just pull it back just the right amount so the ball crests up over and drops into the lit alley, then the reactor will unlock instantly, and because the ball's already up here, it'll drop into the scoop starting the reactor. You're already halfway done for free. Those are all the ins and outs on how to play Total Nuclear Annihilation. We hope you have a great time, and one final note, you can also play this game not only multiplayer but co-op as well. Ask our arena staff on how to set up a co-op game, and you can play with up to 4 players, 12 balls between all of you to try to complete and get the highest co-op score on Total Nuclear Annihilation. Lots of fun ways to play. Just ask if you have any questions. We hope you have a great time.